Happy Friday, everyone. Good morning. Lisa Lydia Scott with you here on this finally Friday morning. Of course, we're live every weekday morning right around this time. Stays on your Facebook feed, though, throughout the day, so watch it whenever it works best for you or listen to it as a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute.
All right, we do have big breaking news this morning. 2 breaking news stories for you, actually. And of course, we're going to get to those in just a minute here. But we also got to talk about the weather because a lot going on with that, too.
I know. The radar is a rainbow mess this morning. You have pinks, purples, greens, blues, all happening out there. Most of the snow up in Canada. We have this area in the middle, right along and north of Highway 2, close to Grand Forks, where we're watching out for icing this morning. I just got a picture from Adams, North Dakota, of a north-facing window that's completely covered in ice.
Ugh.
So it's sticking onto colder surfaces like a window, your windshield, the road, the sidewalk. Things are slippery out there up north, wherever you've had the freezing rain, freezing drizzle, and now ice accumulation. Here in Fargo, our roads are perfectly fine. We've had increasing clouds overnight, wind picking up, maybe a few sprinkles, but no icing happening here in the metro. Your roads are good ahead of your morning drive. We'll likely just stay rain, some scattered showers moving in from the west here in the southern parts for today. Maybe even a rumble of thunder. It's kind of spring-like today. Temperatures up near 50 around the middle of the day and then going backwards as we head into the afternoon. Up north, you have this icing potential, probably switching over to a little bit of rain as temperatures make it to about 40, and then the north wind kicks in and your temperatures go backwards and you switch over to light snow. It's a mess.
Yeah.
So about a trace to 1 inch of snow possible later on tonight along and north of Highway 2. Enough to shovel or kind of push off to the side as you wake up tomorrow morning. For all of us, tomorrow is a much colder day. Cloudy, highs in the 30s, windy. It's going to make it feel colder. A few flurries possible, and another pass of snow possible late Saturday night, this time in the south and the southeast. So places like Wahpeton, Fergus Falls, Elbow Lake, Wadena, you could get brushed with another batch of snow by the time you wake up on Sunday morning. Trace to 1 inch, maybe up to 2 inches in some spots, a little heavier as you travel to the southeast, closer to the Twin Cities, St. Cloud, Alexandria, 3, maybe 4 inches in that direction. So enough to cause some snowy roads and visibility issues too while that snow is falling. For us, looks like mainly an overnight situation, Saturday night, gone by the time you wake up on Sunday morning.
Okay.
Sunday, things are quieter, cloudy, a little bit breezy, temperature close to 40, not bad, but you will wake up with new snow on the ground, at least for some spots. So still kind of that winter feel through the weekend. Sunshine back on Monday, chance at some rain or snow once again Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll watch the temperature profile, we'll watch travel impacts, road impacts for the first couple days of April then.
Okay.
It's April 1st and 2nd. We'll have to watch out for our next batch of precip to move in. Temps at the end of the 10-day back up into the mid to upper 40s, so a little bit warmer, and I still have a chance of showers next weekend.
Okay.
So some active patterns, some opportunities for a little bit of precip, and with our temperatures dancing around that freezing point, especially in the morning and then overnight, obviously icing and mix and all of that fun stuff is in play. So those are things to watch for over the next week.
For sure.
All right. The Storm Tracker app, of course, is a great way to just keep an eye on the radar today, road conditions, all of that jazz, just as temperatures are kind of all over the place. I mean, it'll be in the 80s in South Dakota today. So
Wow.
if you have travel plans, I mean, you could start off your day in northern North Dakota with ice in the 30s and then travel down to South Dakota where there's 80s today.
Wow.
So
That's wild.
that app is a great tool to just bring with you because if you allow it to follow your location, it'll update you depending on where you are.
Okay.
Okay, thanks,
Good to know.
guys.
Thanks, Lydia. Appreciate it.
Well, as Scott said right away, we are tracking breaking news for you this morning. For the second time in 2 days, a bus caught fire at the Valley Bus Depot in Fargo. This time, today's fire was about a block away from the lot we told you about yesterday when there was a bus fire. Today, actually, 2 buses were on fire. Started, one bus appears to have spread to a second bus. The fire completely destroyed one bus, charring it from front to back. The heat blowing out all the windows, popping the tires. It spread, like I said, from one to the other. That other bus was badly damaged as well. Fargo Fire did get the fire out. Right now, they're still investigating and also trying to figure out if they're connected, these bus fires, to yesterday's bus fire as well. We spoke to the GM of Valley Bus, who says they don't know what caused either fire just yet, but they are vowing to find out the answer. He also tells us today's fire won't impact bus routes for students today.
And thankfully, nobody has been reported as injured
Right.
with either of these, but still unanswered questions that we are working to get answers to. So stick with us. Of course, we'll continue covering the story for you. Also, breaking overnight, a person is hurt after crashing their car into a house in North Fargo. It happened a little after 1 o'clock this morning at a house off of 2nd Street North. Police say the driver of that car was hurt and they were taken away in an ambulance. We are working to find out what caused the crash and if anyone will be facing charges in the incident.
Right now, we are working to learn how a man ended up in the Red River, who we have also now learned has died. Police say they were called out on a missing person report near River Haven Road in South Moorhead Wednesday afternoon. Officers spotted a 63-year-old man unresponsive in the Red River. Moorhead firefighters pulled him to shore. Sanford ambulance took him to the hospital, but we have, like I said, since learned that he did die at the hospital. The man's name will be released once his family is notified. An autopsy is being done right now.
Today is Moorhead's police chief's last day on duty. Chief Shannon Monroe is retiring. He's been with the department for more than 30 years. Fargo Police Captain Chris Helmick is taking over as chief. He starts on April 14th. It's also the last day for Hawley's police chief. Chief Joseph Backlund is retiring after 30 years in law enforcement, 9.5 of which he spent in Hawley. Officer Scott Steer is taking over that department.
Well, the rodeo is in town this weekend, so dig out your cowboy boots and your cowboy hat as well. The PRCA rodeo, in fact, tonight and tomorrow at the Dome. Tickets are still available for both nights. General admission tickets, $24, just $12 for kids. You can buy them online at fargodome.com.
All right, Devils Lake native Grant Nelson and the Alabama Crimson Tide are moving on to the Elite Eight, and that's exciting for him, of course. Nelson only scored 6 points, but he made them count as the Tide routed 6th seed BYU 113-88. Their reward is an Elite Eight matchup against top-seeded Duke. Tip-off Saturday night at 7:49. Should be a good one.
All right, Hot Mike with John Mizzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra. The basketball season isn't over yet either for the Bison women's basketball team. He's going to be talking about NDSU's thriller with Washington State. Plus, how close is UND to finding a replacement for head hockey coach Brad Berry? And so much more. Of course, he'll probably be talking about Grant Nelson as well. So Hot Mike is on from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com.
Don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, get an all-access pass to Inform.com. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to get that deal. And if you missed our breaking news here on the this morning, a bus fire, another one at Valley Bus this morning, you could head to Inform.com and get all the details on what we know so far.
And join us for our next newscast coming up at 11 this morning and then this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
We'll be back with First News on Monday morning from 5 to 7, so we'd love to have you join us then. Until then, have a great weekend.